Cześć wszystkim, ja jestem Markaz i witam was serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z serii Zagrajmy w Alan Wake Remastered. I kontynuujemy sobie, jesteśmy tutaj u tego doktora Hartmana, tak on się nazywał? Tak mi się wydaje.
Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Tak.
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
No dobra.
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
No tu jakiś pan
specialize in treating
malarz.
artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Lane,
This way, Alan.
Emerson, Wake, tak. Mr. Anderson. O! Dobra, idę.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind is constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Okej. No, ma to jakiś tam sens. Jakiś to ma sens.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
No dobra.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one trying
loved his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay focused.
You need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
No ale ogólnie to, co mówi, to ma sens. Jakiś taki większy dla mnie.
Come along. Let's go inside.
Więc zobaczmy. Oho. Kolegę tutaj wygięło trochę.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature.
Matko jedyna, na coś ty zapolował, chłopie.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary, scary, scary.
Ale masz szyję wygiętą, ty.
Emerson,
To mój sąsiad z naprzeciwka chyba.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
I'll get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Śmieszne, że stwierdzili, że gry to... O! Ale super, zaśpiewamy.
You might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Dobra. Specjalistyczną opiekę, której potrzebujesz. Prosimy jednocześnie o przestrzeganie następujących reguł. Ustal pory odwiedzin wcześniej tak, by nie kolidowały z zajęciami terapeutycznymi i pracą twórczą. Szanuj prywatność pozostałych kuracjuszy, szczególnie jeśli zajmują się właśnie pracą twórczą. Leczymy długotrwałe problemy twórcze, których nie rozwiąże się w przeciągu kilku dni. Daj czas sobie i nam. Pamiętaj, że leczenie jest dobrowolne, a cała terapia została dostosowana do twoich potrzeb. Zaangażowanie i jego bliźniacza odmiana przypływ sprawdzają się najlepiej, gdy aktywnie uczestniczysz w ich kształtowanie. Okej. O, to chłopaki.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are
Czyli Thor ma młot, tak?
stages of
Niezły.
dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
No i to mocny. No a Odyn nie ma oka.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Ej!
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
Zane? A, to ten, gdzie wyspa była i był pisarzem.
Lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Okej.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Dobra, czyli według niego ci bracia są sensowniejsi. Tędy nie wrócę.
Dr. Hartman was worried about the power again. He's
The
checking on
doors
it
were
now.
locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on
Well,
them.
he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Bert.
Whoa.
The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
To mogę iść, ale mogę się też przejść tutaj. Po termosik. Chociażby. Ciekawe, co ten QR kod robi.
Hey,
O, Wake.
why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room.
Kto to do mnie powiedział teraz?
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
No dobra.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Where the hell did he get a damn hammer?
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench!
Oh,
No, mamy tutaj
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Będą bić Barego?
Are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love
Well,
tale.
things
The
are
crazy old
unraveling
fart hit her hard.
fast, aren't they?
If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to
backstage
Hartman's
is all
office. He
yours,
had taken
Tom.
all my manuscript
Seize your
pages.
destiny.
That's where he'd been keeping them.
Okej. O, wesołe te. O, kolejna kartka.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan. The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name in one of them. For a moment, I couldn't believe it.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna chew your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry?
Siema.
Ow! About time! Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah.
Jesteśmy.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Mhm. Mamy kolejną.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Czyli Hartman faktycznie kłamał. A miało to sens.
I had to find a way out.
A. Mhm.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Bajerancko, ale wiem gdzie jest światło. Da radę? Musi dać radę. Biegnę! Ła! Okej. Się dzieje coś przepotężnego. Co dalej? Dobra. Mamy kolejną stronę.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
No, czyli zrobił sobie mini produkcję tego wszystkiego. Coś mogę zrobić? Tak raczej nie szczególnie. Aha. Dzięki. Idę. Widzę, widzę. Jak ja mam się dostać do ciebie? Misiaczku.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
O!
I don't have a light. Take this, Al. Oh,
Super.
God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Nie patrzę, biegnę. Mam baterię. Dawaj, dawaj. Lecimy.
Oh, jeez, Al.
Dobra,
The house
mamy
looks bad. Let's get out of here.
światła trochę. I przez labirynt. Tak? Giga. Nie wiem, trzymajmy się lewej strony może. O, super. Idźmy. Dobra, dobra. Idźmy przy lewej ścianie. O, może po prostu w ten sposób. O! Kolega. Lewa ściana, lewa ściana. Idziemy przy lewej ścianie. Standardowo. Że prawej powinienem się trzymać. W takim razie. Don't trust O, nie ufaj Emilowi. Okej. To ciekawe. No zaraz się gdzieś muszą pojawić. Wow. Dobra, guys. Musimy zrobić tak. Gdzie jest gruby? Okej, jakoś poszło. To teraz trzymam się prawej. No. O. Jakoś się udało. Mod do rewolweru, super. No to jeszcze nie koniec, tak? Hartman? Nie. To jego ochroniarz. A, jeszcze ptafty. No z ptaftami to będzie mi ciężko wygrać, ale zrobimy tak. Dobra. Udało się. Akurat podniosłem. Dobra, tu na dół, tak? Chyba tak. Oho. Niezłe uderzenie. Weź młodego najpierw. Okej. Skryba, rewolwerowiec? Nie, z 50 wrogów rewolwerem? Coś takiego może? Tak bym strzelał. Dobra, tutaj mamy światełko. Chociaż chwila spokoju. O, strzelba. Kolejna strona.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made it.
Okej. Coś tu cicho. Za cicho. Ole, ptaftów tam jest. O! Okej. Moment. O, łała! O, ładnie. Dwóch jednym strzałem. Super. Dobra, tych się nie spodziewałem. Ale faktycznie jeszcze sobie sam to zrobiłem. Powiedziałem, że za cicho jest. O. No tak. Oczywiście. Taczka mnie pokonała. Moment. Nie widziałem strzelby. Nic innego tu nie ma? Przydałaby się jakaś jedna raca chociaż. A jak pójdę tędy... Ty chamie. Tak od plecków? Oś ty. Ale przynajmniej mam więcej życia tym razem. Dobra, bierzemy flarę. Racę. Whatever. No. Pleców coś? Nic. Ale zniszczmy sobie tam też. O. Już są. Cokolwiek. O.
Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay. Okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Okej. W którą stronę mam zasuwać? W tamtą, tak? Czemu tu jest tyle miejsca? Dobra, trochę do tyłu. Okej. Widziałem kropeczki. Tamtą mańkę. A, widzę, widzę. Widzę. Och, rakietnica. Dobra. Wiem, że coś jeszcze, ale jest ok. Jeśli dostajemy fanty, to jest super. Fanty zawsze są super. Szczególnie darmowe. Okay, kolejny save point. Okay. Ładujmy sobie w takim razie strzelbę. O, widzę, że tutaj kartka będzie. A podejdę sobie po nią.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Mhm. Let's go. O, stoi sobie Barry. Cześć, Barry. Yo, yo.
Al! You're alive!
No żyje.
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Więc...
Barry!
I'll find it, don't worry about it!
Mhm. A ja będę się musiał po prostu tu bronić pewnie, tak? Tak. A co? Dobra.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Najpierw zacznijmy od plecków.
It's gotta be here!
Bo jak sobie załatwimy plecki, to już będzie łatwiej.
Hey, I found a quarter.
I na spokojnie, po kolei. Super. Oni powinni tak dostać trochę tymi flarami, więc...
Here it is. Oh, I found the key.
No, spokojnie. O! A ja tam się jeszcze chciałem bić.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out! Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Dobra, to tutaj sobie możemy zakończyć ten odcinek, tak więc wielkie dzięki za oglądanie, trzymajcie się i cześć!